this over with. I am the rest of eternity to wander pointlessly.
Hello there. So usually when I promote the heavy power gain vigilance special 2 rotation, because it's CGR's best quick fight rotation and the one that I use the most often, link in description, I usually get comments like, well, I use vigilance, power gain, heavy cancel special 2 so that I get more damage from the aptitude buff. I always thought the aptitude buff at least enhanced the cruelty buff and that there was a tiny amount of a damage increase there. But I was wrong. And me being a lazy person that I am, I'm finding this out 2 years after CGR's release, and I didn't properly test this until yesterday. So watch me as I attempt to fix 2 years of this confusion. If this is insightful, feel free to press like. That'll help me out a lot. Thank you. Here's the quick fight rotation I suggest all the time. You can see the aptitude buff expires about halfway through the special. So now we've collected all the crit numbers and we're going to compare it to the standard rotation that a lot of people keep saying has more damage. So, the numbers are the exact same. I had to triple check this and I got the same results every time. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to test this out for yourself. But that doesn't make sense, right? Surely the aptitude buff has some sort of impact towards at least the cruelty buff. And then I realized, wait, what if aptitude doesn't only enhance buffs while aptitude is active? What if aptitude permanently enhances cruelty, precision, armor up, and fury buffs? So it doesn't matter if aptitude is gone, just that it was there at all. Now that would explain how the 6 aptitude rotation works so well, because those 6 aptitude buffs permanently enhance the fury buff. That's another rotation entirely, but it's a pretty good example, am I right? So I figured, okay, let's do a quick rotation where we don't activate aptitude at all, and then we can compare the damage. So I go with armor up instead by getting hit. We try to position Winter Soldier against a wall so that we can properly see the damage and it doesn't fly off the right side of my screen. And here you go, here's the damage comparison. So we can actually see here, side by side, that without aptitude, the special 2 actually does less damage. So my theory was true, because it's never really specified in Cosmic Ghost Shredder's abilities if aptitude permanently enhances a buff, or if aptitude only enhances a buff while aptitude is active. It turned out to be the former. So what does this mean? It means, in theory, if you took too long to do the heavy start rotation that I recommend, then, in theory, yes, the medium start rotation would have more damage. Aptitude only lasts 8 seconds, so I could definitely see why some people would rather use the medium start rotation. It's still riskier to use, and essentially has you risking using dexterity in almost every single fight and ruining your damage anyways, so it's a bit ironic that some people are worried more about the aptitude buff than having control over the opponent using their specials and forcing you to dex, which would ruin your damage more than a tiny amount of a damage increase. And do you see what I mean? It's just counterintuitive. If you use my rotation, the rotation that I recommend, you'll get your special 2 off before the opponent has a chance to even make you accidentally dex, because they're not going to throw their special. And you'll already have your damage by the time they can launch a special, so it won't even matter if you dex at that point. I'm going to be linking a guide to that rotation in the description if anyone would like to know how it works and for more information about why it's so good. Soon I will also be making a video about why the dexterity problem is a myth, and as well remaking a few guides for individual rotations and then a guide covering all of the essential CGR rotations. If you'd like to see that, make sure to press subscribe, and if this video was helpful, make sure to gently press that like button. No need to smash, it didn't do anything to you. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely outstanding day. Take care, Summoner, and farewell.